Hello guys, it's Revolution. In this video we are going to talk about the power of the God of Destruction of Universe 7, Beerus. How strong exactly is he? Is he a moving goalpost? Ever since the inception of Beerus in Battle of Gods, Goku and Vegeta have been training using Beerus's power as the benchmark in order to achieve a higher level of power and surpass. However, Beerus's ultimate full power is quite nebulous and people still debate to this day how strong exactly Beerus is. Many people believe he was surpassed in the Tournament of Power. A lot of people also believe he wasn't surpassed in the Tournament of Power, but they were simply closing on his level. However, there's another group of people that believe it was Broly that was the first one to surpass Beerus, and of course, in extension, Gogeta Blue. But there are also some people who believe Beerus still hasn't been surpassed up to date as of Chapter 63 in the Moro arc of the ongoing Dragon Ball Super manga by Toyotaro. Anyhow guys, which camp are you in? What do you believe currently where Beerus's power lies? Of course, we'll go further into it in this video, but where do you think he stands right now? As of all the information we have till this date, make your opinions heard down in the comment section. I look forward to reading. Of course, with Chapter 64 coming next month and Beerus being on planet Earth, we may actually get an answer that puts all of this to bed, and hopefully we do because it's about time. So of course, it all started with Beerus having the prophetic dream about Super Saiyan God, which was the catalyst for all events that transpired in Dragon Ball Super. Fighting against the Super Saiyan God Goku, Beerus was heavily suppressed. Beerus was merely impressed by Goku's efforts using God Ki and adapting to that level of power, but ultimately he was barely trying. Of course, then comes the next arc. Golden Frieza arrives, Goku attains Super Saiyan Blue, Super Saiyan God turning Super Saiyan, and of course everybody questioned at that point in time, had Goku surpassed Beerus? However, we found out that was not to be, and that Frieza, even in his golden state, feared Beerus. Incidentally, in that arc as well, Whis gave us the comparison comparing a tree sprout to a giant enormous castle. This ain't just any regular castle, this is Beerus's castle, by the way. Basically giving us an indication that Goku and Vegeta just simply were nowhere close to the level of a God of Destruction at that point in time. Then comes the Universe 6 vs Universe 7 arc, and of course the legendary assassin Hit comes with his time manipulation abilities, and Goku used Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 10 in the anime of Dragon Ball Super, and people were starting to murmur that this could be it, this could be when Goku surpasses Beerus. Of course we had the moment where Beerus looked shocked about Goku using this state, and Whis questioned him whether he thought Goku could beat him now. Of course Beerus dismissed it. Moving on to the Future Trunks arc, and the villains and antagonists get stronger yet again. Of course, Beerus is still the exception, but Goku Black in the manga states that Beerus is the most troublesome God of Destruction. Now, Beerus isn't troublesome in any other way other than power because he's lazy, so it has to be referring to Beerus's power, but he is stated to be the most troublesome by Goku Black, who is of course really just Zamasu in Goku's body, and he knows all about the Gods of Destruction, so he's a good point of view to give that perspective. Of course, despite Goku Black surpassing Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta and then becoming Merged Zamasu, people really started to question at this point whether the new antagonist Merged Zamasu, especially with his immortality, may have surpassed Beerus. In terms of raw power, it was once again a definitive no, but of course Merged Zamasu's immortality can serve as an equalizer, as Beerus conceded in the manga that he could not destroy Zamasu. How do we know that Merged Zamasu wasn't an equal to Beerus in terms of raw power? Well, we know that Merged Zamasu got washed by Vegeta Blue in the manga, even so in the anime, as I've proven in a different video. However, the manga was far more outright about it than the anime, but the manga made it clear that Vegeta Blue was vastly stronger than Merged Zamasu, but Merged Zamasu's immortality was keeping him in the fight, and of course Vegeta Blue defused using the final Kamehameha, a power amping technique. Using this technique, Shin stated that he had surpassed Beerus in terms of power. So we know that Beerus's power lies at a certain level, and that's around a blue level fusion. The Jump magazine recently confirmed that Vegeta Blue rivals Beerus for power, and then even the game guides say that Vegeta Blue is at Beerus's power, may have surpassed it, etc. There's a consistent body of evidence basically putting Beerus at Vegeta Blue level from the Future Trunks arc. Now for some reason, people take this as a slight to Beerus, but what people must understand is base fusion is stronger than the two fusees in their most powerful forms added together. At that time, base Go Vegito was stronger than Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. In the manga specifically, we saw blow Merged Zamasu's arm completely off from distance, whereas a few moments before, Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta couldn't even get close to merge Zamasu. They were getting finessed. So for Beerus to rival a Super Saiyan Blue level fusion is basically like stacking Super Saiyan Blue on top of Super Saiyan Blue Goku. We know that Super Saiyan 3 is a 400 times multiplier. There's no definitive multipliers for Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Blue, especially in the manga, but we're looking at a potential of tens of thousands of times stronger. Beerus confirms this in chapter 27 of the manga by absolutely wiping the floor with complete Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, stating it's going to take him millions of years to catch him up. I do not understand why anybody takes it as a slight to Beerus, him being on the level of a blue level fusion. To me, it makes perfect sense. He is still vastly stronger than Goku and Vegeta. And also in chapter 27, in that fight against completed Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, Beerus outright states that Vegeta at his current power level could be a God of Destruction candidate for another universe, implying that at his level of power, he is strong enough to be a God of Destruction candidate for somebody else concerning his power level in accordance to their power level. What do we know? Belmod has a God of Destruction candidate called Topo, who is only relevant to Vegeta with completed Super Saiyan Blue. Facts. Of course, there's a quick turnover from that point to the God of Destruction Battle Royale, and we literally see Beerus tell all Gods of Destructions that one-on-one he could beat them all one after another. Of course, they all attack him, pretty much affirming that they believe they can't take him down one-on-one. I'm not going to say that's definitive, but it does suggest that. And they all attack him at once, and Beerus dodges all of them, eventually getting caught by Moscow. But Beerus, a few panels later, states that this was simply a trap for the other Gods of Destructions, in which he launches a huge ki blast at them, in which Gods of Destructions, including Belmod, concede that if Sieger hadn't saved them with his speciality barrier technique, they would have been done for. That's the level of power Beerus has. Beerus is very much implied to be one of the stronger Gods of Destructions. Quintella, when talking about the strongest Gods of Destructions, always refers to Beerus, asking him, are we going to prove who is the strongest God of Destruction? Beerus takes that as Quintella picking on him, and of course, Beerus and Quintella are the last two standing, and Quintella states, I expected it to be you. Now, of course, in the anime, there is a passage in chapter 93 where we states that a God of Destruction beat Beerus in an arm wrestle, and that God of Destruction is stronger than Beerus. Beerus didn't deny it, but kind of brushes it off, and this leads a lot of people to believe that Belmod is stronger than Beerus. However, in the manga, Topo specifically states that Jiren is stronger than his own God of Destruction, and he reaffirms this again, so he states it twice basically in a short space of time, despite seeing Beerus in the God of Destruction Battle Royale. So he has an idea of how strong Beerus is. He's seen Beerus be one of the last two standing, yet he still states that Jiren is only stronger than his own God of Destruction. Now, I'm not going to say that's definitive. There are other sources that suggest that Jiren could be stronger than all Gods of Destructions. Of course, Beerus also demonstrated in this Battle Royale that he has a semi-Ultra Instinct. We know from the Resurrection of F promotional manga that we stated that Beerus hasn't fully mastered Ultra Instinct. That doesn't mean he doesn't have Ultra Instinct to a certain degree, it just means he hasn't fully perfected it in the same sense of completed Ultra Instinct that Goku has. And Whis reaffirms that in the God of Destruction Battle Royale by saying that Beerus hasn't perfected it. Obviously, a lot of people believe that Suppressed Jiren has surpassed Belmod from episode 110, but for that to be true, it would heavily contradict the ongoing narrative. Basically, from that point, if Suppressed Jiren had surpassed Belmod, that would mean a whole host of other characters, including Kefla, Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta, etc., had surpassed Beerus at that time. We know that's not true because come the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, Nagamine confirms that Goku and Vegeta are still not at the level of a God of Destruction, never mind Beerus. So it can only be referring to Jiren's potential full power, which we don't see until the latter stages of the Tournament of Power. Now, in the anime, there was a jump article concerning Complete Ultra Instinct in relation to Beerus' power, and it stated that Complete Ultra Instinct Goku might have surpassed Beerus. A lot of people say this means initial Ultra Instinct Goku, but it doesn't specifically state that. That's an act of charity towards Ultra Instinct Goku. Ultimately, if you do want to accept that it is Ultra Instinct Goku in the initial stages of that fight before Jiren becomes awakened, then awakened Jiren should therefore surpass Beerus. But what we do know is Ultra Instinct Goku was definitely stronger than Full Power Jiren. He might be stronger than Full Power Jiren, he was definitely stronger than Full Power Jiren, whereas he only might be stronger than Beerus. Of course, there's a poster from a toy event that states that Jiren is said to be stronger than the Gods of Destructions, but it's basically just a rumour. Make of it what you will, but don't discount that source entirely. Of course, come the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, like I said, there's a load of quotes from Nagamine, the producer of the Dragon Ball Super movie, who we know worked closely with Toriyama, and he outright states that Goku and Vegeta aren't at the level of a God of Destruction, but they're closing in on it. Of course, that's just the level of Gods of Destructions, not necessarily all Gods of Destructions, and as we've discussed, Beerus is one of the stronger Gods of Destruction. Of course, at the end of the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, Goku outright states that Super Saiyan Full Power Broly probably has surpassed Beerus. Now, Goku does have a good reference, especially in the manga, of Beerus' power level because he saw the God of Destruction Battle Royale. He saw exactly what Beerus was capable of. He may not be able to sense God Ki, etc., but he can make an assessment based off what he sees. So he has a good idea of where Beerus' power lies. And Beerus had to go all out in that Battle Royale simply because the Grand Prix stated if you don't go all out, you're all getting erased. But as we see at the end of that God of Destruction Battle Royale, Quintella and Beerus are bruised and battered. So obviously in the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, Goku is a character of that movie. He is the narrator's voice, and that is the voice of Toriyama. Toriyama is telling us that Broly is probably stronger than Beerus. This is a consistent message considering that there are jump articles that literally state that Broly is the strongest enemy in history. So obviously the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie do not include Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken and Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, but both Goku and Vegeta state that without fusion they stand no chance against Broly. So this rules out any indication that Blue Kaioken or Blue Evolution would have worked even if they were a part of the movie or if they are adapted to the anime or the manga. Come the end of the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, when making that quote about Broly probably surpassing Beerus, Goku also states that he's going to now use Broly as a benchmark for power, stating that he now knows he can get even stronger. The manga, when covering the Broly movie, stated that after these events, Goku and Vegeta were stronger than before. So not only did they get stronger from the events of the Tournaments of Power, they got stronger after the Broly movie. Come the Moro arc, they concede yet again that there are others out there in the universe that are stronger than them, likely referring to Jiren and Broly, once again confirming that they still aren't at Beerus' level. So we are now in the Moro arc and they encounter Moro, they go through a whole load of events, presumably getting a lot stronger, then they start training. Vegeta on planet Yardrat, Goku with Beerus in a time dimension, and of course they continuously get stronger. Vegeta is stated to get stronger by leaps and bounds. Goku attains Ultra Instinct Sign at will, and this Ultra Instinct Sign is as fast if not faster than Ultra Instinct from the Tournament of Power against Jiren. In the manga of the Tournament of Power, whilst no direct comparison was made between Complete Ultra Instinct and Beerus, Beerus could keep up with Complete Ultra Instinct, whereas Gohan and Piccolo couldn't. Gohan and Piccolo are actually stronger in the Moro arc than they were in the Tournament of Power, and they still cannot keep up with Ultra Instinct Sign Goku, whereas they could keep up with the early stages of Ultra Instinct in the Tournament of Power. In terms of speed, Ultra Instinct Sign is faster. In terms of power, that's still up in the air. Now, Base Moro did claim to be stronger than the gods, and a lot of people, including me, thought that that did mean the Gods of Destructions. However, recently, when encountering Beerus in his angelic form, he didn't seem to know a whole lot about deities, so that does bring it into question. However, Goku does seem on the verge of achieving Complete Ultra Instinct yet again. Beerus stated that this would be stronger than it was than ever before. Of course, when seeing Ultra Instinct Sign Goku in the Moro arc, Beerus wasn't phased at all. He isn't even phased by the power of Moro, who is on the cusp of destroying a planet that Beerus loves and to get food from. But Beerus is conveniently on Earth, so hopefully we get a comparison between Moro arc, Complete Ultra Instinct and Beerus. If Complete Ultra Instinct from the Moro arc is compared to Beerus, bye-bye Tournament to Power levels. So there's two ways you can scale Dragon Ball characters. You have where you have them right now, which is what you would apply to verse battles. You lowball them as much as you can and you say, look, this is the character, this is how strong he is, and I put him in this verse battle. As of where Beerus is at the moment, where I would place him based on the information we have to date. So the first character we know at his level is Vegeta Blue, who rivals Beerus. Then on to the Tournament of Power. We know that he's definitely stronger than Full Power Jiren, as Ultra Instinct was definitely stronger than Full Power Jiren. However, the Anime Awakened state might be stronger than Beerus. Of course, that would mean as well that Ultra Instinct and Enraged Ultra Instinct, whatever you want to call it, is as well, by extension. There's a high chance Broly is stronger than Beerus, and Vegeta Blue definitely is. In terms of the Moro arc, a lot is still to be determined. Ultra Instinct Science Speed has to be in the realm of power of Beerus from all the information we have thus far. Moro is likely in the realm of power of Beerus, if not surpassed it, but like I said, we need that confirmation. Is Beerus still a moving goalpost? Yes and no. Like I said, he's at the level of a blue level fusion, but there are still a few variants to be decided in finding out exactly how strong a blue level fusion is. For example, how much more powerful is the base fusion than Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta? How much of a multiplier is Super Saiyan God, and how much is a multiplier is Super Saiyan Blue, especially in the manga. Like I said, a Super Saiyan Blue fusion is likely tens of thousands of times stronger than a base fusion, which is relevant to Goku and Vegeta's strongest forms at that time. There is no disgrace in Beerus being at that level of power, and there's no reason to believe that Goku and Vegeta, without the use of limit-breaking transformations like Ultra Instinct, would be at that level yet, given the natural progression of the story. So guys, that's the truth about Beerus' power. The God of Destruction is still incredibly powerful. He is the benchmark of power that Goku and Vegeta are trying to attain and surpass. Even Frieza wants to do so as well. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments section. How strong do you think Beerus is? Are you hoping that you find out in this next chapter, chapter 64 of the Dragon Ball Super manga? Can Beerus beat Moro? Let me know your thoughts. I look forward to reading them. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Keep smashing that like button. Keep lending the Daishinken your energy. Until next time, Ad Astra.